regarding Whole Foods product, they have a line of products called 365, which I guess some of them are good, but this one happens to be awful. They had the audacity to substitute a good product, Talenti pistachio ice cream, with their own product, which I just showed you. And the reason it's so offensive is because they copied the colors, the packaging, and the fonts of the particular products I use and substituted them with this 365 product, which is not up to snuff. There it is again. They also did the same thing with a very good brand of substitute cheese I use called Dia. They substituted it with their own plant-based mozzarella by 365. Terrible product, terrible. So I just want an apology or take these things off the market. I've been shopping there for 10, 15 years, and I'm insulted by this. They fooled me into buying their 365 products, and I'm not happy with them. We were going to move out of this neighborhood in 2014. We had our apartment on the market. We got an offer for $1.1 million because it's a penthouse. It's one bedroom. It's small, but it's on Madison Avenue, blah, blah, blah. Then we heard Whole Foods was moving into the neighborhood, and that was one of the factors why we stayed, one of the main reasons we stayed, because they have all the products we use. We're macrobiotic, which is much more strict than vegan or vegetarian. I mean, if you don't eat sugar, you don't eat meat, you don't eat any dairy. We do eat fish. But anyway, it's a lot stricter than other religions, other diets. But Whole Foods has all the products we use, like all these, products you can't find anywhere else, except, of course, the Westerly, my favorite health food store in the city. But anyway, so here's Whole Foods is coming to Bryant Park. So we decide, wow, maybe we shouldn't be moving. So we take our apartment off the market and we stay and we happily shop in Whole Foods for the next 6 years. I started to notice that they have a lot of products from a place called 365 Foods, which happens to be the Whole Food product. That's their line. So what I noticed is they started copying products that people buy all the time and using their same font and color scheme to wit. Check this out. Can you see this? The ice cream. See that? This is their product in the middle. And it's fashioned to look like the good product, Talenti Gelato, which is a very delicious ice cream. And then right in the middle of it, oh, and by the way, not many people make pistachio ice cream. It's hard to find. Talenti makes it, Ben & Jerry's, because I've done a comparative taste study on this. Ben & Jerry's, this, and Haagen-Dazs, if you can find it. So I go to get my pistachio ice cream one day at Whole Foods. I come home, I eat it, and I'm like, it doesn't taste as good as it used to. And then I take a closer look at the packaging. They duped me into buying 365 Whole Foods. They copied the packaging, okay? So this is a little annoying, but then even worse, because we don't eat dairy. And now there's a great company called Dia, which is coming out with all these wonderful non-dairy things, non-dairy pizza, cheese substitute, Swiss cheese substitute, any kind of cheese, delicious. It even melts. Okay, so on the top is the one I buy, Dia. Can you see it? On the bottom is the imposter. You see what they did there? The same thing. It's all the same colors, blah, blah, blah. So I buy this thing, this 365 plant-based mozzarella, and I try to make a pizza with it, and it's not melting. And then I tasted it, and I'm like, this doesn't even, what the hell happened? I look at the packaging. This is the second time I fell for this in like 2 weeks. So they must be upgrading their campaign to replace every product that people buy with some stupid 365 product. So I wrote a scathing letter to them complaining about this atrocity. And in the letter, I wish I had found the letter. In the letter, I was very strong. I said something about, and these crappy products that you are, blah, blah, blah. I get a letter back from a robot. And you know how I know it was a robot? Because they are sorry about my experience and will try to do something about these crappy products, blah, 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 blah. They copied my exact line about, so they incorporated this into, so now I'm so furious. Then that's why I complained. I mean, that's part of the reason, but I think I need to complain more. And they wrote me back also, like, you want a refund? Like, they didn't read the letter at all. So do you want a refund for this product, and fill out the form and tell us what, like, they don't listen. And why would they? I mean, they don't need to. So that's basically it. So I'm furious at them. Interesting. They kind of asked me that too. Yeah, the solution is they should take off the market 365 pistachio, PISS, pistachio, and stop selling it.
I'm her husband. All right. I just say, rather than take it off the market, they just need to make sure that their product has a different packaging, very clear, different packaging than the other.
Yeah.
That's basically
nobody's going
right?
to buy it if they. Yeah, it's terrible. I'm an expert on pistachio ice cream. I'm not kidding. It used to be, you couldn't even get it in New York City. We only got it when we went to Paris and Rio. They didn't have it here until recently. And now it's the brands I told you. And now comes Whole Foods to ruin everything for me after I waited years to get pistachio ice cream in New York City. So I think they should take it off the market and apologize to us. And for thinking we're so stupid. I would like an apology, not a letter from a robot, not a refund. They should apologize for loyal customers who stayed in this neighborhood because of them. As I said, they have lots of products that we can only get there. Umeboshi plums. I mean, people don't even know what mirin. People don't even know what these products are, right? And they carry them all the time. Anyway, I just, it's terrible, not good business. And I think we deserve I deserve an apology, not you, because he doesn't eat. I'm not supposed to be eating ice cream in the first place because macrobiotics don't eat dairy. But I think I'm not getting any younger. If I want to eat a little ice cream, I should be allowed to eat it. Right, Louise?
Sure.
That's what he says now. When I bring it in the house, he's like, a big, just a big, like, brouhaha. Oh my God.
You're exaggerating. Nothing like that.
He says, did you read these ingredients? I'm like, I know it's an ice cream. Anything that I don't read, he reads all the ingredients and he finds something to trip me up. So I need this Whole Foods, business like a hole in the head. Anyway, that's it. That's basic. So I just want an apology, and I don't want it to come from a robot. I'm tired of talking to robots and having robots write to me. Not that I complain all the time, but stop it. But, I'd like to get a letter from an email from a human being. That's all I ask. And take these freaking products off the market. The worst is that mozzarella, that fake cheese they're trying to pass off on us as being from Daiya. Daiya is an incredible company, DAIYA. Incredible pizza, cheese substitute. Daiya made a cheesecake the other day that I bought. Fabulous. So you can't imitate quality, especially if you're, I don't know, they're just acting like a sleazeball organization. Maybe because Amazon bought them. I bet that's what happened. Probably, as soon as Amazon gets a hold of anything, it probably goes downhill. But anyway, so that's all I have to say. Be vigilant and read all the labels. Of course, we do that here with everything. look very closely at the products you're buying. I think some 365 products are okay. I think we use some, but these two are not okay. So I guess you have to pick and choose and decide for yourself. But if in fact you are just distressed with something or unhappy with a product, I recommend you write to them. And also, hopefully, I'm not sure how PissedConsumer got involved. If they go on Whole Foods website and find people, I'm not sure how PissedConsumer got to me. But I mean, I hope they can get to other people who are dissatisfied, because it seems like it's a very good service. Because like I said, I got a letter from a robot when I complained to Whole Foods. It was, I wish I had the letter to read to you, because it was quite hilarious, and easily identifiable as a robot. And probably people complain and get this letter and then think that, well, they listened. But if you read it carefully, it's not from a human being. So, and I would turn to PissedConsumer if I were, rather than get a robot letter.